Hey, fire signs, welcome into your July 2026 reading. I'm Heather with Heather's Healing. And as I'm shuffling the cards, I'm just going to tell you the energy and just kind of what I got for the month of July. So there's a big focus here on looking at the barriers that hide the heart of the matter, peeking behind the veil, paying attention to. Um, Conditioning and patterns that have been put around your heart, around your ability to connect with others or to express yourself. There's going to be a lot coming up around that. The other thing that I kept seeing was hearing was Aries and Virgo. So what I got from that was the details inform the action. So paying attention to small details this month. And again, I feel like this is more connected into patterning and conditioning. So paying attention to how your patterns are showing up in the world, how your conditioning is showing up in the world. The other thing that I kept seeing was a clock tower. So I do feel like there's some urgency into noticing these patterns. So now is definitely the time. The other thing that really stood out was I kept seeing figs. And I know figs, they mean a lot of things, but peace, beauty, abundance. But the thing that stood out the most about the figs was awakening to your truth and releasing attachments that block your spiritual or creative flow. So, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, are you ready to peek behind the curtains and see the inner working of your world? Because that's what we're doing this July. So we're going to ask the questions, what from your past needs to be laid to rest? What is then illuminated or set free? Now is the time to take action on what? And what truth are you awakening to? So it feels like a month that, you can go pretty deep if you want to. A lot is being revealed about yourself, and it's being revealed to help set you free, to add spaciousness around you. All right. So, fire signs, what from your past needs to be laid to rest? Wow, we've got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. This to me feels like how you were shown love. So, looking back, I do feel like there's a lot of childhood healing happening this month. A lot that is coming to the surface to be released. Thinking back, how were you shown love as a child? How was love expressed to you? It's interesting. The pentacles really standing out to me. So maybe some of you were shown love by your parents gave you things. They weren't able to express how they felt, but they showed you love by giving you things. It could be something like that. But whatever this is, it's still showing up in your life now. This month, it's really focused on looking at how you hide your heart, how looking at how you aren't able to express yourself to others, or maybe how you're not able to accept love from other people. So take a look at, and again, the dragonfly is coming up. I talked about in Cancer's birthday reading how I just feel when I see dragonflies, there's, and of course they're light, but there is just this freedom and this spaciousness around them that I feel around dragonflies that I don't feel around other flying insects. Anyway, just kind of interesting. But pay attention to conditioning and patterning around how you show love and how you are able to accept love, good or bad, whatever. Just pay attention to those patterns. Maybe you've never really, maybe it feels awkward if someone expresses how they feel or they go to give you a hug. Maybe that feels uncomfortable. Pay attention to these things. And also how you express your feelings towards others. In particular, people you truly care about, your kids, your spouse, your friends, your pets, even. You might notice that it's so easy to be loving and caring towards your animals, but maybe not so much towards people. Pay attention to that and then see if that if that's conditioning that came from childhood. Just notice the conditioning, notice the patterning, and see if you can figure that out so that you can be done doing it. That's the whole point, is to notice the pattern. Notice these little details that are blocking your ability to connect. Connect to other people, connect to spirit, connect to God, to connect to the world around you. That's what's coming up for you, fire signs, is issues around your ability to accept and receive love, and to express love. What does that look like for you? And if you're able to notice these patterns, then what is illuminated or set free within you? What does this illuminate for you? Noticing these patterns, what does this illuminate for you? And I also want to point out that this inability to receive love can also directly impact your resources. Um, that might seem kind of weird, but that is how it works. You wouldn't think that it would, but if you're not able to accept and receive, um, you could be someone that is always broke. You know, it's weird how that works, but that is how it works. Are you lonely? Do you have do you have people that you can count on? Do you push people away? These are all things to look at, not kind of look at, really look at. It's really important. Okay, so what is then illuminated or set free for fire signs? We got the Seven of Swords coming up. Uh, you don't have to hide. What is illuminated or set free? You don't have to hide parts of yourself. You don't have to hide aspects of yourself. You'll feel more part of the group. You can see there's a group of people sitting around a fire, and then this person's off doing whatever it is that they're doing. You can be 100% authentic. You won't have to change your story or your narrative or dumb it down to fit in, or um whatever this is. There is, elements of self-worth around this, but you're able to just be authentically you. And without caring how other people um embrace you, accept you, or don't accept you. I also feel like you'll be able to put yourself out there more. um it'll be easier to connect with strangers. It'll be easier to Yeah, it'll just be easier to put yourself out there. That's what's going to be illuminated or set free. I felt the same energy. I'm pretty sure it was with earth signs, feeling like there's a cage that's around you. But once you're able to see this patterning and understand what it's about, that cage is lifted off of you. And there's just a lot of spaciousness around you. You're able to move authentically. You don't have to hide parts of yourself. You don't have to hide parts of your heart. You're able to truly be present, and open and honest. There's nothing that you have to hide. And also, if you are hiding parts of yourself, um, and I'm meaning more like with your close people, the people that you have chosen to have in your life. If you're hiding stuff from them, why are you doing that? What's the fear there? That's something else to kind of look at too. Are you worried that they'll think you're weird? Allow yourself to just to be you. Okay. Now is the time to take action on what? Fire signs. Now is the time to take action on what? Now is the time to take action on what? Being vulnerable is what I'm hearing. Maybe that's not something that you do very often. Somebody else got this card and now I can't remember. Four of Pentacles. Now it's the time to take action on what? Letting down your guard. um, I definitely feel with some of you fire signs here. Um, I felt this a little bit with earth signs too, but you definitely have some really big walls up around you. Allow yourself to soften. Now is the time to soften, relax. Um, Allow people to get close to you. Allow people to get to know you. Put the barriers down. Be less guarded. Now, I'm not saying do this with everyone. I mean, be discerning. But if you have a romantic partner, if you have kids, why do you have such big walls up with these people? These are the people that you should trust and feel the closest to. Why do you have such big walls up with these people? What's going on with that? Take a look at that. Doesn't mean you have to, that all of this change is going to happen this month, but I feel like it's definitely being revealed this month. It's coming up this month. So allow yourself to soften. Allow lower your guard a little bit. And if there are people in your life that you don't feel that you can trust to do this around, take a look at that too. What's going on with that? Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to how you interact with others. Pay attention to how you are able to receive from others. All right. And now let's take a look at what truth are you awakening to, fire signs? What truth are you awakening to? What truth are you awakening to? So going back to that fig, seeing the energy of that fig opening up, what is being revealed to you? Knight of Cups. Well, I think there truly is a very deeply emotional part of you. There is a softy inside of there. And it's probably felt more safe to have up all those barriers around your heart, to have up all of those, to not expose this loving and creative and expressive part of yourself. Um, Maybe you've built a whole identity around being a tough, hard, no bullshit person, which is great. You don't have to lose that part of you. But there's also this incredibly nurturing, intuitive, creative side of you that the world needs right now, that, your friends and family need right now, you need right now. So allow this imaginative, expressive part of you to be revealed. Wow, that's really nice. I love all of the green energy here. And again, that's very much a heart chakra, heart healing energy here. It's very renewing, that green energy, and I feel like putting down the barriers and just allowing yourself to be as authentic as you could possibly be, you're gonna feel energized. It's so exhausting keeping up tall walls and barriers around your feelings, around your heart. That's exhausting. So allow yourself to breathe, allow yourself to be very authentic. I'm not saying that's gonna be easy, but that's what I've got for you, fire signs. So you're gonna be um, less rigid, more flexible, more available to receive. I feel like a lot of you are I feel like a lot of you are able to express yourself and be creative around certain people, and to show your love and affection. But I'm not so sure that those of you that are able to express yourself are able to receive that back from other people. And then vice versa. I feel like others of you are, just stone cold. You've got walls up around you. Your energy feels quite hard. Um and impenetratable. I can't say that word. um and people just aren't able to get close to you at all. So, yeah, interesting. Let the walls down. All right, so final card, final message for fire signs for July 2026. Final message here. Infinite possibilities. I love the mushrooms. So, card number 43, infinite possibilities. And I feel like this is in regards to your connection with others. A whole new world can open up to you once you're able to open up. New possibilities, new pathways to explore, new ways of being healed and feeling renewed, rejuvenated. Got a 7 and a 7. We got two sevens here. The energy of these sevens feels like forcing yourself to be a certain way, um, in order to not lose a part of yourself. And I feel like that's the challenge here, is to break out of that mold, that patterning, that conditioning, wherever that came from. I don't think you even really need to understand where it came from. Just noticing those patterns and those conditionings that are blocking off your connection with others is all you need to do. I mean, I say that like it's super easy. I know it isn't. But that's the challenge, fire signs. All right. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And if you'd like to book a one on one, the links are below. Have a fantastic July, and I will talk to you real soon.